Yo, did my man just say, if you want to increase your testosterone, you gotta sniff your ass?
I have to sniff your ass when you about to lift weight. All right, I got it. All right, you ready? All right. So
Oh my God, he's gonna. Oh, he's just. Oh my. What is up? It's your boy Johnny Street Vibe, BB Promo, so tell like it is. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast Uncut. Today we're gonna get right into it, guys. You guys sent me this video. Live Speedy. Who is Live Speedy? This guy's got 2.7 million subscribers. Let's see who is he actually? He's a gamer. So we're gonna go in here. People want to watch him, and he's training, and we're gonna watch, and we're gonna see why you guys want me to watch him. So let's go. Okay, that's not right. Oh, well, I thought that was a fail. I thought this was gonna be a fail thing. Before I was coaching, to be honest, I was one of those people who would immediately be offended or, you know, not necessarily judge, but like, I definitely judge. Definitely. It would be like, what are you doing type thing? Like, why are you in the gym doing this? Like, you're not, you know, I'd watch something and I'd be like fairly annoyed. And it changed. Obviously, it changed because when I look at this for like right away, my immediate response is like, oh shit, no one's told him what to do, you know. And then it's like, yo, dude's doing what he thinks he's supposed to do. And I look at scenarios a lot differently now when I look at like training, like way more now, like not now, but like in the past, I would say decade of my life, you know, really working with people one-on-one, is like knowing that like no one really knows. And when you come into an environment like the gym, right? The gym is like the gym is going to be a place that it's going to just set off fight or flight. Like in everything you do, you walk through the door, fight or flight. You know, you sit into a machine, fight or flight. You pick a weight and about to do it, fight or flight. However, your natural response is going to be exposed so much in the gym because it's like fight or flight all over the place. If you're a person who doesn't like, you know, crowded places or like very busy places, you're either gonna just run away and hide and kind of be quiet, or you're gonna kind of be out and very, you're gonna be more, you know, outgoing, and you'll be a chatterbox. You'll be in the community a lot, whatever, right? The only thing too about this is like people's natural response inside of a gym creates this like obviously ego, because ego is like one of those like, you know, emotions that are like they're conniving. Right? The ego can be a lot of things. Ego can be good and bad in a way, depending on how it is. You know what I mean? Like your ego can really put you in a place where you're not optimal at all. Ego sometimes hides the true feeling, you know, or the true intent. You know, and in this case, for this guy here, when I'm watching this right away, he's squatting. I'm like, yo. Okay, like, number one, everything wrong about this is basically getting underneath this, number one. Two, proper setup, having an actual setup when you're going to the gym. The biggest thing for beginners, I think, should understand and to learn right from the get-go is understanding how to control your body, number one. Like, you need to learn how to control your body. If you cannot control your body without weight, you're not going to be able to control your body with weight. Your body's going to do its best to just find a way to do something, whether you want to do it or not, right? So if you're under a machine or a weight or whatever it is, your body knows that it has to go back up, and it's not caring what way it's going to go back up, other than it just needs to get back up, right? And if you're not controlling that, ego sets in, and you're just like under them, like, I'm going to get it up. I'm going to get it up. I'm going to get it up, up. And then you have reps like this, right? So the biggest thing beginners should do from number one, from the start, is learn how to be strong calisthenically. Like, learn how to be strong with your body. Be able to do a push-up on your own, a pull-up on your own, you know, squat on your own, body weight squat properly with good form. Move from those to like, you know, start loading those in like kettlebells and, you know, maybe some dumbbells to like load the squat or whatever. You know, your push-ups can be like, you know, you can add more push-ups, or maybe you're just, you know, you're on your back doing like a floor press. You're slowly progressing to the point where you can be trusted to be under a heavier load, right? So learn how to use your body first, and then learn form, obviously. You know, make sure you're doing things as best as you can, the best way they're supposed to be done. Like there's science behind this. Like there's there's physics, there's angles and hinges, there's proper ways your body's supposed to do a certain thing. I don't care how much you want to spice things up. A squat done properly has hip and knee flexion, a straight back, all these things. There's no, well, you know what, I can have around or back if I want to because of this technique. No, there's a proper way and an optimal way to do things, and there's a suboptimal way to do things. Learn how to do the things optimally, so when you progress to other things, you're just safer all around. Anyway, so right away, number one would be like, example would be like, having, when you start getting to the weight, right? Like a squat rack or a bench press or whatever, have a routine. Have like, this is what you do every single time you get, like for me, I get under the weight, I put my hands on top first to make sure they're always even away because they might separate, but they'll check it again at the very end. I'll get under the weight and I'll place the bar right mid-low trap. So it's under my trap, but right at the top of my delt, like right in that groove. And I get underneath and I externally rotate and I make sure it's nice and tight there first. Then I'm tight. Then I set my feet right underneath so it's tight there first too. And then I'm like grabbing the floor. I'm literally externally rotating a slight bit so my hips and knees are aligned. And then I'm like squeezing my quads, right? Then I'm gonna squeeze my quads, like literally just, I'm flex them as if I'm doing like a, front relax. Then my core's engaged, and then I slightly stand up a bit and unrack that weight. I take a couple steps back, I reset again, deep breath, and I tighten everything up, and then I go down. I do that every single time I go into squat. Every single time. I don't care if it's a front squat, whatever it is, I have a routine for every single thing I do. And if your setup isn't right, you get this. All the things I say do not do is this. But again, when I look at this thing, I don't have I'm not looking at this and I judge him. Oh, what's he doing? I can't believe. I've been seeing an awesome trend. It's a lot of gamers that are being very, open about their training. Are they doing it because there's another avenue of people that they can get? I don't think so. I mean, like every gamer I've seen has had like millions and millions of subscribers. I'm talking like the fitness industry to them is like, well, whatever. Like, so for me, I don't believe that they're doing this because there's another genre they haven't touched. Everybody freaking games at some level of whatever. Anyway, so there's been a lot of these guys out there. Pootie Tang, like I love it. And Pootie Tang. Anyway, PewDiePie, other guys, it's cool to watch them train. But again, when it comes to this, they're like everybody else. And the hard thing for is, and what I notice and why I have so much compassion when it comes to people these days really trying to get into their fitness is that there's so many channels of like training that are everywhere. And you're like, what do you look at? And I can completely relate because I'm into something that's quite foreign, but I'm getting better at it. Now I took on racing superbike. And I did lessons, I've not since lesson, but I've done a training school, like a racing school twice. And then, I've been on the track. But before that, I did the regular, get your license so you learn the bare minimum to understand how to ride a bike, a motorcycle, whatever. And you get taught how to ride a motorcycle. But then there's so much more to riding a motorcycle that I not know about. And the level of being able to ride that I want to go in terms of, for me, I don't want to just be on a bike and ride it. I don't want to be like, oh, throttle, cool, and I got to counter steer. I want to know how to use the machine the way it should be used. And the way I can do that is by going on the track and figuring that out. Anyway, I've been, I don't know how many YouTube channels I've watched on cornering, MotoGP cornering, any kind of cornering, counter steering, whatever it is. And I'm getting all of these different, I'm like, what? Come on, weight the pegs. Am I with the lean? Am I, what am I? I can't. And I try this and then it's not necessarily until I go to the track and I have somebody work with me one-on-one, hands-on. They'll tell me, they'll say something to me that will quicken in the language that I understand. Then I'm like, oh, yes, I get it. And then I apply it, and then immediately I see the results from the application of the tip he gave me. And this is what the YouTube is for you guys. This is the exact same thing. So I have so much empathy. It's like, this guy wants to get in shape, right? Number one. This guy's sitting down for a career. This guy sits down for a career and does this. Or this. I don't know. I don't really know who the guy is, but whatever. You're a gamer. I know gaming. I just know that most people aren't standing up. And if you are now, dope. But if they're not, they probably should be, because that makes a lot more sense. That'd be dope, actually. If you stood up the whole time, that would bring so much more of an element to your game and shit. You're like, I don't know. Whatever. So, it's good to have them do this. But again, when it comes to this, think about it. Down the road, I'm always going to say this. Down the road, your squatting ability is going to translate to you being 70, 60, 70, 80, getting off this, you know what I mean? My parents are older, 83, 79. And I watched their generation get out of chairs, right? And it was somewhat, we... Whoa now, whoa now, whoa now, whoa now. I'm not do that. I'm not do that shit. I'm serious though. I'm dead serious. Getting off a toilet, getting off a couch, getting off your chair, sitting down, standing up, walking upstairs. Like, you know, like, we're supposed to live the best of life right now for sure, 100%. We understand that. Like, if you don't, you need to understand that more. But like, some of you guys are like, and it's not good to sit there in the future. I understand sit there and dwell in the future and be terrified about, oh my God, when I'm 80, am I going to be able to do a box squat? Like, no, I'm just thinking like, think of these things now. Because what you're doing now is going to reflect down the road, right? So, you know, it's great that he's doing this. You know what I mean? He's great he's in here and he's trying to get his gains. He is. You know, he's probably like, he probably had, I don't know, some probably made fun of his legs or something. The guy looks like he's in shape. You know what I mean? But again, when it comes to this, when your ego goes to the gym unchecked, fight or flight comes in, the only way to protect yourself is the ego. Boom, turn it on. Oh man, I'm gonna add. So you don't need to be adding.
Put a 45 on, a 45.
No, don't you put a 45 on. Do not put a 45 on.
Now let's take it up a notch.
No, do not take it up a notch. No, and again, for me, it's like, you know, this guy's got 2 point something million subscribers, balling. I just know he's making bank. I get it. I'm a YouTuber myself. I can understand a gamer. So whoever is his group of friends, I guarantee he's got a lot of good friends and a lot of like probably yes men. Or in this fact, the guy who's spotting him right here, who's letting him go up, is not there to really necessarily help. Or he just doesn't know either. And that's what and if you're a coach out there, that's how you have to look at it too. You got to look at this as the same as like, yo, they both don't know any better. You know what I mean? And then you got to go help them out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm watching this video here where we shoot. We got a belt on underneath. Feet are too wide. He's got to psych himself out to get in there. We're just trying to build muscle. Like, I'm pretty sure he just wants to build muscle. You know what I mean? Yo, I used to do the same thing. See a little daughter curving him? Boom, back already. Look. Oh, my God. He's going to... Oh, he's just... Oh, my... I mean, like, I don't know if he's joking.
Fat ass bitch. Get your fat ass on. Big monster. I'm done.
Yo. None of that was in his. Okay, so hold on a second. Look, let me tell you one thing right now. If your goal is to build muscle, that's not how you approach any. Just please don't do that. Just please don't. Like, focus on what the movement, execution, you know what I mean? Controlled intensity. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, man, what's he doing, man? Whatever. The old me, when I was playing college ball, if you walked in the weight room, when you're doing that kind of shit in the weight room, we would tear your ass up. You would walk out of there with your tail between your legs and probably never go to the gym again. Or you thought twice. And I'm not saying that was a good thing, but that's how we were. We're just like, this is a place where we're here to work. I've always had the mentality. But understanding this now, like people like the fitness industry is blowed up. Everybody on this planet does some kind of fitness. You know, hashtag, you know what I mean? I'm on my fitness, whatever it is. Everybody is. 100% I get that, right? But there's so much, there's not enough of us for people to see like him. He's got 2.7 million subscribers. He's not seeing my shit. He's not watching my shit, right? He's not. And the guy looks like, the guy's genetically, look, the guy's got a good shape. For whatever he's doing right now, if his nutrition is as good as his sets, I can promise you his nutrition's not that good. I would think that what I see here is consistent with his fitness life. But look at his physique. He's got a good physique. Another 45. Whoa. Nah, you ain't really doing that another 45, are you? No. This is how that girl got killed. Yeah, man. Yo, man, let me just... Yeah, man, what's up, man? I love you, dog. Hey, man, you're going to do this. You're going to kill it, bro. Man, I watch you, man. You're an inspiration, dog. Yeah, you got this, man. You got this. That kid ain't going to be like, hey, man, that's a lot of weight. I think you should probably back off and maybe just do the plate and get it right. You gotta say that. You gotta be careful. You gotta be very careful, right? You gotta be very careful of these type of people in your life. People that they're just to be in the crowd. They want to see. They don't care if you win or lose. They just want to see something. They want to see something. You got a hype man or something. There ain't no way he's doing this. Okay. Yo. He does not have the strength. He has nothing to do this. Those guys are lifting. Those guys are, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Yo, I promise you after this, he was hurting tomorrow. The next day. That's 225.
225 right here, man. Good? All right.
What? No, you're not. No, you are not good.
All right.
Oh my God.
Power your testosterone, your dentist, everything. You have to sniff your ass when you're about to lift weight. Let's get right.
Okay, yo, this is the first time I've ever watched this guy. This is the first time I've ever watched him. Yo, did my man just say, if you want to increase your testosterone, you gotta sniff your ass?
You have to sniff your ass when you're about to lift weight. All right, I got it. All right, you ready? All right. So you just
Nah, man.
bar, then I got it ready, okay? All right.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, so wow. You got it off, man. That's impressive.
I got it. Damn, bro. Hey, don't come in here playing. Stop. You hear me?
So this is Buddy.
I'm not playing. I'm being serious. I'm trying to get right. I
cannot do this.
What? No. I got it.
I cannot allow.
I got it, though. I'm straight.
Is that his dad or some shit? So I mean, like, just yeah. There's a ton of videos I put out about your approach to doing bench, your approach to doing everything in life. Like, this is not that good. You know what I mean? Like, I hope he's not joking. I hope he was actually trying, because I can't knock at the guy for trying. I hope he was. But if he was trying to be smart and cute in the gym and just trying to make content, I mean, he should have did that. You know, back when he was squatting, he should have did that and said, hey, how about we don't go to even 2 plates? We stay at 1 plate and we learn how to do this right. So, I mean, like, that's it. Like, and that's enough I can do on this. Like, someone told me to react to this, respond to it, I was. And that's, you know, the thing is, I get it. You know what I mean? For everybody out there. I understand that there's not enough information out there. There's not enough channels that are saying the same thing so you know who to trust. And that's the biggest thing that comes to when I get consults. You know, in the question when I read, you know, their summary, it's always like, there's so much stuff out there, I don't know who to believe. It's all I hear. It's the same thing over and over again. And I want to I want to talk to you because I know you'll tell me like it is. No word of a lie. I get all that all the time. And you know what I mean? So I get it. You know, do your best. But like, if I'm going to give you some tips as a beginner or just someone who's been doing this for a while and just wants to like, hey, realizes, hey, maybe I'm not doing things as well as they should. Go back to the basics. Go back to like, hey, can I squat body weight and have good form? Like, think about it. If you can't squat with body weight, with good form, you shouldn't be doing anything else. You shouldn't be squatting, period, with weight. You shouldn't be in any machines. If you can't do a push-up or hold a plank, if you can't do a body weight squat on your own, you know what I mean? I'll get away with like doing a pull-up, but like if you can't, say, do a dumbbell row with at least 40 pounds, 30 pounds, 20 to 30 pounds minimum, then you should be working on that first. If you can't squat with good form with body weight, that means your mobility is jacked right up. And that means you're loading in dysfunction, which means that you're not in the proper optimal position to load weight whatsoever, and then you get hurt. So if anything, go back to the basics. Go back. Do it yourself, man. Take the ego out. Take that ego. Be like, yeah, sorry, dude, but you can't be here for this one. Boom, boot it out and be like, all right, look, I'm going to go here right now. I'm going to squat on my own, and I'm going to squat properly. You should be able to squat with your hands out like this and be upright a bit, right? We know people have the different like mobility issues in terms of, like, not mobility, but like, body structures. But you should be able to squat decently with good form with a flat, like a straight back. Okay, it's not making it easy for everybody now, right? If you can't do that on your own, if you can't do 10 push-ups, then you should not be loading anything. Just go back and really start doing that. I'm not saying go back and stop doing the other things. What I'm saying is go back, start squatting body weight, and just getting your form better. And when you can open up more and more and more, the squatting you've been doing before is going to get that much better. The squatting movement in itself, you don't have to load your back. You don't have to do, you can do goblet squat, front squat, back squat, machine squat, whatever squat it is, you should be able to do it without any weight, period. Same with doing a push-up. Work on that first, or go back to that and then start loading it again. And that's how you're going to have a better, successful time in progress in building your physique. Avoiding injury and all the other nonsense that comes with, like, ego lifting and just not really having a strategy or understanding what you're doing in the first place to get to where you want to go. Anyway, guys, I thought we would just give that to you, just have my respond to that. You know what I mean? Like, I hope, Speedy, get to his channel, link me up, man. I'll come down, we'll train, we'll do a session, do a really cool collab. We can just, I'll train you for a week, whatever. We'll film it and we'll go through some really dope cues. Who wants to see that? Honestly, you pick one, guys. I'll fly down to them. I'll train them for a week. We'll do coaching ups every single day we train, and you'll get those dope cues that you guys will probably be able to relate to as you go. How's that sound? I think it's a dope idea. Get on the horn, guys. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Become what I tell, like it is, transparent, vulnerable truth for coachingjohnrsheed.com. If you want to know more about my coaching, guys, book yourself a 15 or 30-minute consult. At the end of the consult, I deduct it off any package that you pick. Also, guys, hit the discount codes and promo codes. Anyway, guys, hit the discount codes and promo codes that'll help save your life or change life for the better, guys. And guys, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. Send me your progress pics, your training pics, and your video clips. Now repost it for you, because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.